Hello there, today I'm going to be showing you the easiest way to make an intro for your YouTube videos, or really whatever you need it for. First, open up your browser. I'm using Google Chrome, then go to panzoid.com. Then, you go to Clipmaker 2. But what we're going to do is we're just going to get a template for now. And you'll see that they've got all these ones, so let's get this one. Okay, so we had a few technical difficulties. So once you're in here, you'll see that you can start out moving your camera around freely, and you'll see that you can just see everything, you know. But when you click this will show you exactly what you'll see. Okay, so now this shouldn't be so loud because I've just turned it down. Okay, so you'll see that that's a pretty good template. I personally likely wouldn't use this template, but it's the same for everything. So you'll see all this stuff here. These are all the objects that you see. So like the intro text and all this mesh grid stuff. So then once you're in here, you'll see there's a group called text, or there's just a thing called text. And that'll generally say what's right here. So right here you just type, in my case, synthetic everything. Then you press enter and it does all that weird stuff. Okay, so the reason that it didn't do them both is because there's two layers of text, which is why there's the blue and silver. So now what you're going to have to do is, if you have a long channel name like me, you'll see that it's pretty big. So then what you're going to do is you're going to drag this height thing right here, then you're just going to shrink it down until you can see the entire logo or channel name. So then when you want to render it out, you're going to go up here and choose your resolution. I generally just use 1080p and render at 60 FPS because I move in between 30 and 60 FPS depending on what I am recording. You don't have to change the length, but you can, and that'll mess you up a bit. I just recommend leaving it at whatever it is if you're using a template. Then what you do is you just make sure that all this stuff is good, then head over to download your video. And then I'd recommend doing extreme quality, but you know, you can do whatever you want. So then you're going to get an MKV file once you render it out. So you'll see that I have these MKV files here. Now, what's nice, you know, Windows can open them. DaVinci Resolve doesn't support these, and I know a bunch of other editors don't support these kind of files. So what we have to do is we have to convert them from MKV to a more common file like MP4. So what we're going to do is we're going to type in MKV to MP4. And actually, these guys used to have MP4, but they, for some reason, thought it was a good idea to switch it. So I refuse to download something that someone does online, which is right here. Otherwise, there's a thing called FFmpeg, and that'll do it for you, and that's on your PC, which I've used before. But this is just a lot more convenient. Okay, so once you're on this, you're going to go get your MKV file. Then let's just choose this one. Then you can change this stuff if you want, but it's best to leave it as default. So then, once you click convert file, it'll upload the file and then it will convert. So we don't need to do it, but we'll just let it do it. So you'll see that the original MKV file is right here, and then the converted is right here. So actually these two intros and all of these ones were done using only this, and it's really nice. Like this one here, this is actually just for when I do something. So yeah, so then it's going to process the file and then it should download. So you'll see there. And if you really, whenever you download something, you should scan it before you open it, which I always do. So there's nothing. Yeah, that's just something I do. Because okay, I'm not sure why that opened, but here I'll show you. So you'll see it won't actually accept any of these MKV files, like no matter how hard I try. Nothing. Then the second I try these, it's just in. Okay, well, relatively speaking. So there. Then you just put your files in, and you're done. That's it. Actually, that is an older one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's panzoid.com. Pretty simple thing to use if you're just using a template. I personally will use templates most of the time. And yeah, like our first intros, which are in this outdated folder, our first intro was actually this, my first intro. This was a template that was default for the program. So yeah, it's very useful. Definitely consider checking it out. I'll have a link to it in the description, or just go to panzoid.com for more.